Okay, I'm going to try that again. I'm actually using my Canon 7D today, which I don't like using because it's a very expensive camera. I use it for photography, but seeing as I'm having difficulty with the tab and trying to show you what's going on and everything, I'm trying to use this until I can figure out a better kind of camera to use. Now I'm hoping this works. I've got some strawberry seeds to plant today. This should autofocus. I don't know if it is because there's a lot of light on the screen and I can't see. Yeah. Now they're called rare Fragaria. Well, basically I can't pronounce it, but it's I don't know if that's going to focus on that. I did write it down now. But they're giant strawberries basically. So I went down the road today and I bought a seed tray for £1, and I'm now going to fill this up and put the strawberries in. There's about 200 seeds in there, and yes, I did also, by advice, move my compost over to my potting table here, which obviously makes sense, but I'm new to this, so I'm just using this sowing and cutting compost. I'm really hoping this is in frame because I really can't see it at the minute. Right, now what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to plant the whole lot, and I'm going to scatter sow these just over the top, and hopefully we'll get some strawberries. You won't get nothing off them this year, but if they do come up, we'll get some decent strawberries next year. What I'll do is as they come up and they're big enough, I'll prick them out into pots because there's going to be packed tight in there with plants. There we go. Now what we do is just lightly cover these. We don't want to bury them. We're just going to cover them ever so lightly with some more soil or compost. Covered up. I'm just going to tap that down gently. I can see. Excuse me. I can see one showing that. Right. Now all I've got to do is put a little tag on that. Give them a bit more water, and in about, I don't know how long these ones take to germinate. And there was no information with the seeds, so I am assuming on average germination 14 to 20 days, I would imagine. So hopefully this video has turned out alright and the audio is okay, I'm hoping. So I'm going to play this back and have a look. Okay, here's Annie enjoying herself. Annie! Yep, she's totally ignoring me as usual, although I'm pretty angry with the vets right now. Best not get into that. So you try to jump that and you missed. Okay, so I've got to go slow, I've got to remember to go slow. Oh, things are starting to colour up now. I'm hoping it comes out better on this camera. These are starting to go nice and green now. Still no sign from that. That's coming along. Get out from underneath there, you. There's no sign of any potatoes popping up yet. These are, oh, I've hurt my side, damn it, that hurts. Here's all the chilies we planted the other day. There's hang on. These are the tomatoes. I don't think this camera's going to work very well. It doesn't seem to want to autofocus. It should do, but I've never used it for movie mode. So. And outside we're going to be doing, I've still got this bit to do, my wood for this bit. The rest of this will be here tomorrow morning, so we can carry on with that. And he is inspecting the building work. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go, all along this side is going to be raised beds. Well, this whole garden will be raised beds eventually, but at the moment I've got to get this done in here first. Now over here, this is an area where the oil tank is. Now I'm thinking I'm cutting all this out. All these bushes are going all the way along up the side of the greenhouse. That's all going to be got rid of. What I'm thinking about doing, making this an area here for dahlias. Like I put a raised bed in here in this bit, and having that for dahlias because I've got a fence there I can use for support. Don't know yet. Where's Annie gone? What are you doing? Yeah, so I think it's coming along now. It is coming along now, and it's very warm in here as soon as that sun comes out, so that's a good thing. Oh, but that's what I was going to show you all. I'm hoping they're going to show up. There are millions. It's like a scene out of Harry Potter. There are millions of these little tiny spiders everywhere. They're in my front garden. Looks like the ground's moving at times. And you can see them there. They're everywhere. Hundreds of them. I've never seen so many. Annie usually tries to eat them. I think that's everything for now. I bought these pots. It was 5 pots for £2.10p, which is a bit expensive, but I didn't have time to wait for some to turn up. I got to order some online, and I didn't have time to wait for one to turn up, so I actually just bought those quick to do that job with, and those I've got for another job, which we'll talk about another day. I think that's all I've got to update you on today. I may not even upload this one today. I might just put this on the end of another one. I'll do a video tomorrow and then stitch the two together, because otherwise it's, I don't know how many minutes I've done because it doesn't tell me on the back of it. Annie, get out of there. Got her nose into everything. There she goes. Yeah, the vet is going to cop it when I get up there. So I've got to have all of her shots done again, because they didn't tell me there was a time limit on getting her shots done. Annie, not behind now. Come on. You big fatty. So yeah, I shall stitch all this lot together with another video tomorrow, and we'll go from there, because I want to be recording doing this, so I'll see you all later. Right, well, as you can see, we've had a bit of a setback. I started trying to do this on my own because, as per usual, my mate let me down. As you can see, the end just tore straight off as I tried to do it, so it's too heavy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this centre brace up to the middle here, and I'm going to cut it and then make 2 smaller tables. I'm going to basically cut this thing in half, I make 2 smaller tables rather than one great big one, because it's just too heavy to lift on your own and try to balance it and everything. And the last thing I need is for this thing to collapse while I got it full of plants. So yeah, that's where we are at the minute. So I'm going to do a bit more, try and sort this out, measure this up and cut it in half, and then start again. So we'll be back when we do that. Right, after my I'll drop me that. Hang on. Right, after my disaster, I have cut it in half. There's the other half there, and I'll go back because. And there we are. It is wonky, I know, but it will do. It's nice and solid, so I don't mind it being a bit wonky. Because quite frankly, doing that on your own is a nightmare. I am knackered, my arm's killing me. I'm puffing like a freight train. And it's getting late as well, so that's all I'm going to do for today. And I'm going to do this one tomorrow. So I've got to cut another end for that, and then 4 legs. And then put the planks on. So I've got the planks out there. So that's your lot for today. See you later. Alright, hope this is working. As you can see, I have got this part of the table done now. I didn't record it because my mate was here and he's got, how should I put this, a liberal mouth when it comes to language, so yeah, I didn't record that because I'd had to have beeped like most of it. So I've got this done. I had to drop the height because it was too high, but I've left those there because they could come in handy later for something. There's that one. I'm now working on getting this bit done over here. So I put the plants on that side to test it out. You can see how much room I'm going to have, quite a lot, so it should be pretty good there. I'm not sure what I'm doing because where I'm standing with the camera at the moment, which is on the right hand side of the polytunnel where the other potted plants are that you've seen before. That's going to be for the tomatoes and everything. I've got a couple of ideas of what I'm doing. Next year I also want to do some giant onions in here, which I'm going to need some 50-litre pots for. Now I'm thinking about running them down the centre of the greenhouse. It won't give me a lot of room to walk around, but at the same time I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, I can get about 10 50-litre pots just down the middle, and then obviously there's little areas where I can poke one here and there to get those in. So we are getting there now. I've got a bit more of an update in a minute because I've put some more wood on the outside of the greenhouse and that, but I'm just going to carry on finishing off this bit of bench over here and go from there. So we'll be back shortly. Right, I have to try again because apparently I don't know how much footage survived on the SLR camera, but it looks like it's corrupted, so I'll try again. Okay, I finished off doing this because we had an issue. I have had to cut it in half and make 2 tables instead of 1. As you can see, I've now got all the planks on, but I did screw up a little bit because, as you can see down the end here, I am short of maybe 70 inches of plank. So ain't that a kick in the gut? But if I show you from down this end, there you go, see? Now I'm looking at the greenhouse now and I'm thinking next year I want to do some giant onions, so I want to run 50-litre pots down the centre here, and then obviously I've got like gaps here where I keep my compost at the minute, which I can put something in there as well. yeah, in case the other footage has gone, I planted up 200 tomatoes, giant tomatoes. See what I mean? I'm losing it. Giant strawberries, which are in here. I don't know if you've seen that footage. There's the pumpkins, there's all the chili peppers, and giant tomatoes there, which haven't shown anything yet. It's very, very warm in there. That's my potting table. Yeah, so that's the big change. I'm trying to go slow here so I don't make it really sick. I've now put the other piece of wood on that side and that side. I've got quite a bit of wood left. That's 2 pieces of 16-foot length and then a half length there. I'm going to use those for something. I've got some battening up there too. Yeah, so we're getting on. We've got the tables up now, so now I can actually start putting my seeds in because I've got places to put them. I think I've done reasonably well considering the amount of time I've had. So we're there. It's a nice solid table, it's not going anywhere. That wood's all tannalised as well, so it's all treated. Now, there was something else I need to talk about. Yes, there is a lady from the Farmer Feels forum, which I'll put a link in the description for. She has asked me, waiting for Dave, has asked me about what's the best way that I can think of to keep your plants watered if you're going to be away. Now, I don't know your setup for your greenhouse. I don't know how close to your house it is, or whether it's on an allotment or plot somewhere. I also know you're in America as well, so my best advice would be an irrigation system. Now what they do is you'll have above your plant, where all your plant seeds are, you'll have like spray nozzles, and there'll be a box connected to a hose pipe which is then connected to the pipes to the nozzles, and you program it to come on, say, once a day for 5 minutes or twice a day. Then you know that you can go away for 2-3 days and your plants are going to be watered. Short of that, if you can't do that, my next thing would be get somebody to come in and water them for you once a day. If you can't do that either, then you've got a few problems. There are some temporary solutions, but depending on how hot your greenhouse gets is going to depend on whether the solutions would work or not, because there's things like water retention fabric which goes underneath your seed trays. You fill it with water because it absorbs, and then your seeds take the water from underneath. But again, if your greenhouse gets really hot, that's not going to last more than 2 days before it's dried. An irrigation system would be your best bet. They're not cheap. I'm not going to lie, they aren't cheap, but it will guarantee your plants are going to survive, because it's programmed to come on however many times you want for however long you want it for. What was the other thing I was going to say? Great, now the dogs are going to start barking. What else was I going to say? There was something else too. Oh yes, he was talking about vents. I'm not sure if you had a polytunnel or a normal greenhouse. You can get something called an automatic vent opener, and it basically replaces the bracket that holds your vents open. And what it does is as the greenhouse heats up, it opens the vent, and as it cools down, it closes the vent again. So you could also look at having to get some of those. But I'm hoping that that will help you out a little bit there. If you've got any more questions, don't hesitate to let me know. You can leave a comment on the forum for me, or on the YouTube video, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and maybe try to research some other options for you. Yep, I think that's about it for the minute. It's a lovely day today. That's my big job that I've done. So now I can start sowing the seeds, and we can get rocking and rolling. So that's it for now, and I'll be back if I've got anything else. Okay, I'm back again. Looks like I've got about 5 minutes left on here. I picked up these down the road because I want to pot up a couple of things, and a bit expensive though. £2 for 10. I mean, £2 for 10. I suppose, you know, they are solid plastic pots, but still. I mean, these were £2. Those were £2.10 for 5, and they're £2 for 10 for those littler ones, which I think is a bit of a rip-off, but I needed them, so I had to do it quick. So I'm going to put some stuff in those today, and I've got to pot up those Oriental lily bulbs over there. So everything's doing quite well. It's lovely and warm in here. There's no signs of life just yet though. Come on, you gotta go down. Bloody spiders are everywhere. Look. Everywhere they are. Like arachnophobia in here. Right, so I'll be back when I've done that bit. Okay, now I said I had some old seeds. Well, there we go. 2012 watermelons, crimson sweet. So I am actually going to try sowing a few of these, 6 in total. Well, I'm going to put 2 in each, so it'll be 12. So I'm going to try and grow these in the greenhouse and see what happens. So let me just get on with this and then we'll be back. Right, I got 100 of those left to sow, and I got 100 of those, and I'll be sowing all of them. So I'm not doing that right now because I haven't got any plug trays, but have a look over here. This is what I've just done. There he is. Orange Sun, Chocolate Beauty, watermelons, Orange Sun. Yeah, those are the ones I've done now. So still no signs of anything coming through yet, so hopefully another week we should see some activity. But I've got some plans for outside as well. I just got to get another piece of wood to fill that gap there, and that will be done. We're getting there now. I should be doing a separate video where I'm going to do a full review. I've mentioned it before, of this polytunnel. I don't think they'll like my review, but we'll see. Right, so that's going to be it for the day because I've got some stuff I need to do indoors now. And I've got some footage from the last few days to upload, so I am going to try and do that tonight, because I haven't uploaded anything for a couple of days. But I had to take the cat to the vet this morning, and she's terminal, so that's not a pretty thing to have to deal with. Yep, so that's it for now, so I'll catch you all later.